Morning, everyone. How are you doing? How are you feeling? So, we are already 3 days from this new moon in Taurus. So, I'm already feeling the energy, the excitement, the new beginnings, the new actions, all of that. So, I hope you are feeling well. You're taking care of yourself, you're being kind to yourself, and all that good stuff that we should be doing on a daily basis, right? Not just when you feel exhausted, but on a daily basis. So let's see what comes up for you today. Angel Wisdom Tarot for you this morning, the May 13th, 2026. Let's dive in and see what's the energy for today. So we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Four of Pentacles. So we're definitely talking about great decisions, taking action, business. There's a lot of business decisions. I'm feeling business. Yes. Yes. Right. So we have the Hierophant here as the wise counselor, the Page of Wands, the Emperor. So I could be talking with entrepreneurs. I could be talking to bosses, or you dealing with some boss. Look at that. The King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yes. The Six of Wands. There's some great achievements here today. There's a lot of cards coming up. The Ace of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there's some finances, outcomes here. Six of Swords. Yes, moving ahead, moving. 10 of Swords. Wow. I'm loving this. I know I'm taking a lot of cards, but they just keep coming. So I'm just going to keep taking them. So let's see what is going on. As I said, the King of Swords here. So there's some stuff regarding legalities, okay, legal issues, something like that. I don't know if some of you are even applying for visa or jobs. Sometimes when you have a new contract, even if you work for yourself or for someone else, there's always the legalities that you have to check, right? The compliance, the ethicals, and all of that. I do have the sense that someone could be applying for a visa here, whether this is a working visa, tourist visa, whatever it is, but there's a sense here. So when you're doing that, make sure that you check everything and you check with a specialist, right? We have the wise counselor here. So if that's the case, do make sure that you check with someone that is or experienced, have went through the process, okay? Or if a friend of a friend knows someone that they can trust completely, and this person is up to date regarding something, because I do see someone helping you here, and this person is helping you to success, right? To go the distance, to do the stuff. Now, I also having here a big a job offer. Okay, I'm feeling this Ace of Cups with the Queen of Pentacles. They're giving me the sense of a job offer here, and this job offer, most likely, it's in a different place. Okay, and this different place to me, it's giving me the sense of a brand new beginning. It's been too hard for me, right? 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands. I feel like someone here, or maybe even a group of people here, it's really on the edge, right? It's too much. I can't deal with this anymore. It's a lot of situations, which is, transition from the old timeline to the new timeline, the old version of me to the new version of me. People trying to pull me back because they're like, oh, you're different now, why are you doing that? And all I think about, all I see myself doing is just turn around and leave, right? It's interesting because in this boat, you have there says new life, right? With the swan there. So there's definitely this part of a new life, right? They come from dark clouds to bright ones. So there's a lot of new beginnings here, new energy. And like I said, there's already starting this new energy. Now, the very first card that we got here was the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about a lot of things to deal with, right? So I would say start by one, right? Start by the one that brings you more stability, okay? Whether this is the job, the finances, the salary, they can be related or not. The place, right? Sometimes you just feel like, I just need to get out of this environment and then I know that everything opens. You normally, that happens when you're in a very toxic situation that keeps you stuck and constrained at all levels. The moment you step out and you can breathe and your body relaxes, your nervous system calms down, and everything just shifts overnight, right? So that could be one of the reasons, one of the big reasons that you have here. Now, pay attention. I could have some people here trying to avoid the situation, so they tend to turn into some sort of addictions. Now, addictions doesn't have to be any sort of substances or anything illegal substances. It can be, too much coffee, sleeping, working out a lot, workaholics, all of that, just to get out of um, the idea and the sort of current reality where you are, right? But always remember that your circumstances don't define your future, right? You decide where you want to go, you decide what you want to do. So maybe that could be something. You decide where you want to go, because the door is open. It's like, I'm going, but he knows where he's going, right? They know they're heading somewhere. So there's a sense here that you know where you want to go, you know your destination. All you have to do right now, you got to focus on the specifics. Okay, remember, we had the King of Swords here. There's something about the specifics. We have the Wise Counselor, which is talking about especially someone that knows, right? A master, someone that knows everything. Well, everything regarding that topic. Like we said before, it could be a visa, right? This could be whether this is a tourist visa, whether this is a work visa, right? A permanent resident application, something like that. Because there could be a man or someone with a very strong, um, I'm hearing an alpha male. So this could be confirmation for some of you, right? It could also be just, let's say, a person with a very strong divine masculine energy. Okay, it could be Aries, of course, it could be an Aries, but you're not going to be just asking you go to a special, say, what's your sun sign? What's your rising sign? Right? So this could be the traits of a person, right? Get there, organized, and he's very logic, he's very rational, he tell you exactly what's happening, what's not happening, right? Taking authority. I can help you with this, but I'm going to need this and this, right? But this person is directing you to success, is directing you to where you want to go. There's something here that you just need to ask for help. I don't feel this is someone that but it could be someone that is friend of a friend. It feels very strong, friend of a friend. Okay, that feels very strong. So if you have a good friend there, start talking with them. What are your plans? What you want to do? Do they know anyone? Because sometimes it's just word of mouth and you can get the word out there, right? So that's a very interesting energy for today. Definitely new beginnings, definitely starting to all of this coming up. Now, the cards that I have here, definitely there is a lot of quick movement, right? 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands, the six of Wands there. So there's a lot of fire there and the swords and all of that. Um, a lot of energy, okay? But it's positive energy. It's energy that you've been waiting for, you've been working, whether this is through, your inner work. So it could be actually that you're finally aligning with your spiritual identity, with your true identity, right? And getting rid of all the limiting beliefs, the patterns, and all of that. And finally, you're like, yes, let's do this, right? Because I'm tired of doing this. So it's time to be my true self, right? So that's what I have for you right now for today. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, have a great day. Take care.